Hello, I'm going to be brief. I'm just making this video in support of a friend, Chris Lasala, who, in my opinion, was the victim of a little bit of what it looked like a hit piece put out by a young man who joined up with Chris and was disillusioned or fell out for whatever reason. What he did by making a video in a public forum and attacking a person's family life, that's not of God. And a lot of people who jumped in on this, is there anybody who is out there that was more forthcoming with their shortcomings and iniquities than Chris Lasala? He, from the very beginning, made videos showing all of his shortcomings and problems that he faced, and including his illnesses and all of his sins. He laid it out for everybody to see that a walk with God has ups and downs, and Satan doesn't stop tempting. Satan doesn't stop trying to torment ever. And for those of you who have something negative to say about Chris, I don't care what church you're in or who your teacher is. That person, right before they got on the pulpit or made the TV show that you're watching, that person sinned. Everybody sins. And for you to believe that a human being is somehow going to be able to live a perfect life without any iniquity or any shortcomings, if you believe that, you can't blame the individual you're following. You have to blame yourself for totally misunderstanding what is going on and for building another human being up into an idol. I know Chris is a good human being, and he's gone out of his way to help many, many people. And he's done it selflessly. He's selfless with his time. Doesn't require people to pay him for help. What do you guys expect? What is it you're expecting out of him? To lead a perfect, saintly existence? Well, nobody can do that. And what this young man did was sort of a little bit on the immature side. He fell out with Chris because he wasn't ready to make, a huge, full commitment to a ministry, which is understandable. He's young. He just got married. He just had his first child. So he's going to be distracted by those things. It's to be expected. What he did by going and making a video exposing another person's private family affairs, that's not of God. And you shouldn't be using it to guide your decision or to have discernment over whether Chris and his ministry are legitimate. They're legitimate. He's legitimate. And he's been open and honest about his failures and his shortcomings. Who else was that honest with you? Who else got on there and told you about his sins and what he's doing to defeat the demons that are tormenting him? I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to put my story out there for everyone to see. But he did. And now a lot of you are turning on him for what looks like your own sinful behavior of turning a person into an idol. Nobody's perfect. We all fall short of the glory of God. What part of that don't you get? Well, anyway, I just wanted to make that quick little statement. Support Chris and his family. Everybody who's married has fights and has struggles. Everybody. especially in the first 5 years. I've been married 15 years now, and it took a good 7, 8 years for me and my wife to finally get on the right page and get in sync with each other. That happens. It's going to happen to everyone. It's going to happen to the young man who made the video. He's going to go through his own struggles in marriage with his wife. And they're going to have problems and blow-ups and fights. We all went through that. I mean, everybody goes through those things. And to have it aired in a public forum is not of God. It's not proper. It was demonically inspired and led. So don't lose faith in Chris. He's a good man. He's trying. He's driven. He's from the tri-state area, which is where I'm from. People are a little different in this part of the Northeast. They're a little. It's a very competitive place. If you're not driven and you're not very, very focused, you can get left behind in this area. It's the New York City area. People are very intense. They're very driven. And if you're going to be successful, you have to keep up the pace. So, Chris has that also that he's dealing with, his background, where he's from, trying to mesh out with the bigger, larger country and adjust. He's going through a lot. And he's going to get there. And don't lose faith in him. Keep faith in Chris. I truly believe he's going to be extremely successful with his church, and he's going to shake off any more iniquity that he has over time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen for any of us overnight. We're all going to still... Satan's not going to let up on you just because you turn to God. He's not going to stop. And the more you turn to God, the more he's going to try to wreck you. It's never going to end until you take your last breath. And even when you take that last breath, he's going to be tempting you and trying to ruin you. He doesn't let off the gas. He steps harder on it. So cut Chris a break. Support him. And, as far as the young man's video goes, just use some discernment when you're watching it, and don't just take that and run. All right, that's it. Good luck to you all. God bless, and have a good day.